and burn.
Hey everyone, so tonight I want to discuss one of the most important records I've ever purchased. And it's more a matter of like personal importance because the place where I was when I bought this record, pretty much right when it was released, give or take, it wasn't necessarily the most stable point. Like I felt really sort of unsure of myself and I was so young and I didn't really know what to do with my life. And actually it's occurring to me now that here I am like a fucking million years later and I still don't know what to do with my life. That's not good. Because see, I was going to use this intro as some sort of thing to suggest that, you know, oh, this record got me through some stuff, which it did. But then it was like everything evened out and now I'm like a man and I'm all figured out and everything's good. It's not. I'm not a man. I'm a fucking teenager. And that's probably not going to change. I think of that line from Bad Gadget by the Gadgets. People tell me, Zach kid, you better get your shit together, and I wonder if I will. I don't think that I'll ever. Yeah, that's my life. That line from the track Bad Gadget by the Gadgets, that's my life. But yeah, this record, when I bought this, I was so shaky, and I was so young, and I was so unsure of myself. And Choking Victim, like I'd heard the name, Choking Victim. They were on the first Give 'Em the Boot. Infested was on there. That song is fucking so epic. It's so badass and it's so gross. It's just really vital stuff, you know? And so I bought this based off the strength of that song and that song alone. Completely forgetting too, when I bought this, that Crack Rock Steady was on Give 'Em the Boot too, I think. The Rotten Blue Menace, Let's Go Kill Some Cops. I'm pretty sure it was on too. Because when I bought this, and I was like, yeah, Infested isn't on here, but there's no way that a band that releases a song that strong can suck. And I was right. I was like, oh yeah, that's right, Crack Rock Steady. I know this song. This is that band? I'm like, holy fuck, I love that song. And so it made the record that much stronger. I also really liked the sort of satanic-ish clip art cover that they assembled there. The technically should be lame, sort of sad looking. But because this record is so incredible and the songwriting is just so fucking perfect and the drums are produced so perfectly and the guitars sound so perfect and everything is just perfect, the cover works, you know? And the poster that came with the lyrics and everything on the inside, I thought it was so badass because it had a bunch of American dollar bills drawing out a swastika, and it was like, whoa, these guys aren't fucking around, you know? Like that was a big deal or something. Like they're really sticking it to the USA. But when I was younger, that's the type of shit that I was looking for. I'm like, wow, this is so hardcore, you know? But beyond the hardcore elements, the songs on here are just so much fun. They're so catchy. I mean, Suicide, A Better Way is on here. And I love the line, there is no better way to kill yourself than suicide. There is no sweeter death. There is no better way to kill yourself than suicide. I mean, I suppose in the sense the lyric makes good sense because, you know, if you accidentally kill yourself, you're like, hey, check me out. I'm going to play inside this giant blender and somebody turns it on like that bread mixer thing in 6 Feet Under when the dude gets it turned on him and it's like, blah! And he's just gone. I guess in a sense you killed yourself there because you were playing somewhere you shouldn't have been playing or whatever. I always found that line to still be pretty humorous, though. Humorous, look at this. That's really funny when somebody uses the word humorous. But it's true, there is no better way to kill yourself than suicide. I thought really the line should have been, there is no other way to kill yourself but suicide, but whatever. And Money's on here. Living the Laws is on here, which is absolutely rad. I think it's cool that there's a more chill version of Crack Rock Steady that plays as the hidden song. But I hate it when records end with a 10-minute track and there's 4 minutes of nothing and then the hidden song starts to play, because when the record ends with a song that is so incredibly strong, like Living the Laws, which completely blurs the line between ska, punk, and ska metal and punk metal, ska punk metal, it's like this record should have failed. Quite frankly, ooh, kicked that. Quite frankly, this record should have been one big fucking disaster zone, because it's like whenever bands try to do this stuff where it feels like they're all over the place, they don't usually pull it off. And Choking Victim has somehow managed to side up ska and metal beside each other, and it works. And it's just so, the lyrics are so insightful and they're so smart. And they're political, which I don't love the whole political punk thing, because I always feel like at the end of the day, we're all part of the machine. You know, like these bands, they can get all high and mighty on themselves and say, oh, the American such and such system is this and that. And it's like, yeah, but dude, like as you're saying that to me, you're eating McDonald's, you know? And it's like, we're all losing, you know? Like everyone's like, I gotta fight the system. You're not gonna fight the system. How are you gonna fight the system? I remember my grade 10 history teacher was like, the only way you really beat the system or you get out of society or you show society something or other is like by leaving. Like you don't wear clothes. You know what I mean? You move out to a fucking forest somewhere. You don't build a house, because a house, that's something you learned as the result of living in society. So you go way the fuck out. You're naked. You're afraid, like that show, Naked and Afraid from a bunch of years back. Except you don't build anything. You're not allowed to, because all that shit you learned while being a member of society. And he had a point. Pissed me off at the time, because I was all like, I'm an anarchist. But really, I was just a overtly privileged 15-year-old. Who felt safe enough to call themselves an anarchist while being feeling so completely secure because of the government's infrastructure that I was nestled in so completely, that I felt, you know, privileged enough again to call myself an anarchist, which is pretty embarrassing now looking back on it. I'm like a 15-year-old anarchist living at home with my parents who paid for everything and bought me everything I wanted. And there I was like, yeah, I gotta burn down society. And it's like, come on, you're an asshole. But nonetheless, I don't love the whole political punk thing because, like I said, it always seems to be, Jesus Christ, this is 7 minutes? Motherfucker. Oh, dude, I gotta get on some medication. My fucking brain is all over the place. The bottom line is this is like, every time anybody I've ever met ever picks this record up or hears this record, right after they're like, whoa, what is this? You know, you hear Five Finger Discount, and once it's finished, you immediately want to hear it again. And the same with Money. I love it, you know. There are people who believe that the function of the police is to fight crime. And that's not true. The function of the police is social control and protection of property. And then, like, pretty much my favorite song, Money, kicks in. God, I love this record, and I love the drum production. So, Jesus, it's 8 minutes now. I'm going to stop. So, yeah, so thank you so much for hanging out with me for almost 8 minutes while I rambled on and on about Choking Victims. One and only full length for Hellcat record. And that is No Gods, No Managers. Like always, if you like this review, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. But if you made it to the end of this, you should probably do something nice for yourself. Sorry. Have a good night. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe. And we will see you guys really soon.